Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insider Financial Talks Penny Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I am the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and today we're going to be going over my OTC markets outlook for the week of April 12th to the 16th. But before we get into that, we have a few housekeeping issues to go over. We have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this video. Insider Financial and myself are not investment advisors, and this video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinion and meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. For more information, please read our full disclaimer at insiderfinancial.com/disclaimer. And with that out of the way, remember to smash the thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the red subscribe button and the little notification bell to be notified when we go live with a new video. Also, go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. This is where subscribers get first look at stocks we're going to be covering. Stocks like MMMEDF at 63 cents, ABML at 6 cents, ALPP at 7.5 cents, and HMBL at just under 3 cents. After you sign up with your email, you can then sign up with your mobile number. For US and Canada, enter 1 plus your area code and number. UK would be 44 plus your number. Switzerland 41 plus your number. So always country code, then your number. Never 00 in terms of formatting. And sometimes we do text-only alerts, so this is why it's important to also be on our SMS list. And with that out of the way, let's dive right in, folks. Well, there's really only one stock worth talking about this week, and that is RGBP, Regen BioPharma. I have a new article out this weekend. Regen BioPharma about to become a major pharma player. This stock is up 957% in just 2 days after it signed a deal with Oncology Pharma for the treatment of pancreatic and colon cancer. It's been quite some time now, a few weeks now, since we had a 10-bagger in a matter of a few days. We're hoping that RGBP is the spark that gets investors excited about the OTC markets again. There have been opportunities, but nothing like RGBP. And right now, before we dive into RGBP, we'll talk about some of the other things going on. Bitcoin above 60,000 this week. If we start Monday, above 60, it's right now just under 60,000. That's going to get the Bitcoin names running again. Two that we really like are BBKCF and VYGVF. INVU, this is another Bitcoin crypto play that we talked about for the past 2 weeks. Our subscribers caught the run from 10 cents up to 80 cents. Guys, again, this is why it's very important to book profits. Don't get greedy with these plays. You have to play a lot of defense, and when you get runners, you got to pull money off the table. Case in point is GTVH. We've talked about this one. Been a nice runner from 20 cents to almost $1. Folks, it dumped really hard on Friday. From what we were gathering, it was a last hour of trading. It was one nervous shareholder that just decided to blow out their position. So this is why the stock dropped. But you had plenty of time on these 2 days, or at the open, 3 days, to get out. Folks, when you get these big runners, people are going to take money off the table. So, as we say, buy dips, sell rips. and always book profits. Don't get into this diamond hands, paper hands BS. It's all about making money. It's not about proving anything to anyone on social media. So, folks, please always book profits when you get a nice runner. My colleague Chris Sandberg, he's been talking about CYDY. He called the bottom off $2, ran to 4, pulled back to 3. So, people doubled their money, retraced 50%, a little bounce on Friday, but this is right now how these markets are trading. Buy dips, sell rips, and make money where you can. Again, don't get greedy. That's where you get yourself into trouble. Other name on our list, ILUS. This one bounced off the 8 cents level. Again, we're watching the 18-cent level. We get above there. This one can really run. Building a very strong shareholder base. A lot of folks really like the CEO, really like the moves he's making with ILUS. So this is definitely one you should have on your radar. HMBL, this was the biggest runner of 2020. A lot of people, big shareholder base in this one. We're just waiting for more news on the app and release on how Humble Financial is doing. So as soon as we have an update there, folks, we'll be putting that out. What else? KAVL, this is one we covered earlier, dropped down to $1. Has made a nice move up here to 250. Again, folks, for those of you that are following us, subscribe. Always go over to this little magnifying glass, enter your stock, the symbol, and you can check out what we've said about the stock. So on March 9th, we said it could do 1 billion in sales for 2021. You go over here. And this is when it had dipped down here. So definitely check that out. We also covered it talking about the biddy stick. This was back in January 18th. We talked about it. So this was a nice runner, January 18th. Where was this? It was just at 69 cents. So this was an incredible run up to 3.5. Pulled back, retraced, dip, and caught a run here. So again, folks, just remember, buy dips, sell rips. That's how you make money in these markets. But moving on here, right now the stock to talk about is RGBP. And there's also the preferred shares, which pay a small dividend. You could also play it with RGBPP. And again, if you compare Humble, where that was last year, our subscribers got in at 0.027 cents, ran to almost $8. If you look at what RGBP is targeting with cancer treatment in terms of pancreatic and colon cancer, that's a $22 billion market opportunity. So we'll do a deep dive why it's exciting. But if you look at what's going on, the license agreement with Oncology Pharma, this is for intellectual property pertaining to mRNA, which is also known as messenger RNA. This is to be used in developing a therapy for treating pancreatic cancer. So the license IP consists of antigen-specific cancer vaccines in which modified mRNA is administered to produce epitopes, able to produce an immune response which augments the likelihood of successful induction of immunity. An epitope is the part of an antigen that is recognized by the immune system. And mRNA, this is important because this is the foundation of the Moderna and Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines. And what this does is it's genetic instructions for our cells. The mRNA serves as a code to make proteins, and the proteins are needed for cellular functions inside our bodies, including growth, energy production, and defense against illnesses. And mRNA technology is a strand of messenger RNA. It's created in a lab that prompts the recipient cells to create protein fragments that are based on the non-self DNA characteristics of the vaccine's target. When recognized, the protein fragments trigger a response from the patient's immune system. And as with COVID-19 vaccines, the mRNA instructs the patient's cells to produce these protein fragments, and this is based off of tumors' genetic mutations identified during testing. The immune system then searches for other cells with the mutated proteins and clears out any remaining circulating tumor cells. And there's two deals right now with oncology pharma. One is between oncology and Regen. This is for treating pancreatic cancer that we just talked about. And then the second one is pertains to Regen's wholly owned subsidiary, KCL Therapeutics, and oncology for the treatment of colon cancer. And as consideration to Regen for its deal, they received the non-refundable fee of $55,000 and then royalties. And for KCL, they received 50,000 shares of oncology, which are currently worth $1.7 million. And what we really like about these deals with oncology is that Regen BioPharma is sitting on a very valuable patent portfolio. It was just really a matter of time before they started monetizing it. When you do a Google search, you see that there's 23 results coming up. So David Coos, he's the CEO, chairman and CEO of Regen. So it's related to cannabidiol, small molecules. So they're very active. Got a large IP, which is intellectual property portfolio, and they're looking to capitalize on this. So, while there's been no news from the company for almost 2 years, this goes to show you that the company has been hard at work for its shareholders, and this is why we're getting this just epic move, and which again is so exciting about what's going on with Regen. They also put out an 8K that they're going to be updating their financials. OTC stocks that have the stop sign, these can be monster runners as they work to become current. Once they get their financials for 2019 and 2020, the stop sign will be removed and the company will be pink current. And this will allow more brokers to list RGBP and RGBPP for their customers to trade. This is why some folks at Fidelity, for instance, are having trouble purchasing shares. And as we said, you can play Regen BioPharma by owning RGBP or RGBPP. And the big difference is the share structure. As a guy we follow on Twitter, BMO, as he says, he's rolling with the preferred shares. They have a quarterly dividend of 1 cent and a much smaller float. On-side added that they make a lot of sense. Institutions, they think that's the way they're going to play it. It's got a smaller float and smaller share structure. And again, this is something that the company may even do a buyback on. So certainly an interesting way to play it. But, folks, a 10-bagger in a matter of 2 days. This just goes to show you that there's always opportunities on the OTC markets. We know a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of stocks are down. It's been more of a trader's market than an investor's market. But you never know when these runners are going to materialize. There's always opportunities. Our subscribers have been catching some nice runners, not the huge runners that we were getting a few weeks ago, but runners nonetheless. So certainly there's still opportunities. We have identified an EV battery play that we're going to be releasing at the bell for subscribers only on Monday. So make sure you are signed up to get this alert at signup.insiderfinancial.com. It's priced just under 30 cents. We really like this one. I've done a lot of research on it over the weekend, so we'll be coming to folks at the bell. The reason I'm not talking about it or releasing it over the weekend is that the orders start coming in pre-market, and then the market makers gap the stock. So at 30 cent stock, we'll open at 40 or 50, and this way, if we release at the bell, the orders start coming in a more orderly fashion, and our subscribers can get better fills. So that is why we do that. Want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Do your homework. Learn to earn. Remember, book profits when you can, and just be more nimble in these tough markets. But there's still plenty of opportunities out there, and starting with what we saw on last week with RGBP, and we're excited about our EV battery play. So again, make sure you're ready and signed up at signup.insiderfinancial.com. Be coming live to you tomorrow with another video, and make sure you're signed up. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.